Hey guys, it's your girl Love, your business bestie when it comes to AI implementation. I am your #1 AI strategist. I am here to give you all the tools, tips, value you need in order to be very comfortable with implementing AI into your business. I am sitting in the car. We are doing car chronicles. This type of format, I need you to let me know if you like. It is really probably the unedited version. You're probably going to see the unedited version. You're going to hear a little bit of noise from traffic coming around. I'm in Memphis right now supporting one of my best friends, but the work has to be done and I don't have business anxiety. You know why? Because I know how to use AI to implement it into this business so that I don't have to. So a lot of the things that I would have been stressed out about doing, I would not be able to do. I would not be able to be comfortable here, even though I'm here for a very serious reason. I would not be able to do it comfortably. And my most important job now is to make sure that you get the value you need so that you are able to do that. So I want to say two things. Before I get into the AI revolution that I'm trying to create here, because I really want my girl bosses, my female CEOs, I need you to understand something. This business landscape, especially AI, is not built for us. And if nobody else is going to tell you, I'm going to be the one to tell you this. This AI landscape, ecosystem, universe is not built for women. And nobody wants to say that. They just want to tell you that you need it, but it's really not built for us. It's a man's game. I'm sorry to say it. And there are people who are going to not agree with me. They're going to disagree with the fact that I just said that. But I'm telling you now, if you look at the stats, it's not. And so what we have to do is be very intentional on how we use it. But we have a superpower that men don't have. And I'm going to talk about it. We're going to build it. We're going to get into it. So there's two things I want to say. Number one, I'm going to drop a wait list in the description because next month I am going to launch this like AI woman's club. All right. And it's not going to be like your average. It's going to be the bomb. It's not going to be your average, I'm telling you. So I'm going to launch that. If you like any of my content and you want to get into the work, I'm not doing the, hey, come into my membership for $20. No. I'm talking to girl bosses. I'm talking to entrepreneurs. I'm talking to my female founders. I'm talking about real intentional work. I'm talking about frameworks that make sense. I'm talking about just real AI work. I'm talking about real business development. And I'm not going to do that with everyone. And I want you there. And you're like, well, how are you not talking to everyone? If you're watching my videos, you like my content, you subscribe to my channel, you watch me on Instagram, and you watch me and you're on my Facebook page, which all of that will be linked in the description, then I'm talking to you. You're who I'm talking to. All right. The second thing is I'm going to drop a link for a course. Now, I wanted to do an introductory course, which was how to really think about how AI should be implemented into your business. So there is a development and a strategy behind it, and then there's the implementation. It doesn't always happen in the same phase, and I wanted to do one step at a time. So I did that. I did a $7 video, and then I added a workbook that you can get inside of the course for $27. Don't sleep on it. I'm the workbook queen. All right? That's that educator in me. Can't nobody build one like I can. I promise. It's the exercises in the workbook going to make you think about everything. And that is just the beginning. Like that's like the groundwork. That has nothing to do with like all the stuff that we're going to do inside. All right. That's my disclaimer. Let's move on. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about today, and it's just very brief, but I really want to set some kind of a tone for women, for high functioning businesses in an ecosystem that's not built for us. I want you to understand something. You did not start your business to slave to it. You didn't start your business. You did not start your business to become like your #1 business slave. You're trying to do everything. That was me. Matter of fact, I still try to do everything. I would be lying if I did not tell you I did not have business control issues, and I still try to do everything. What are the reasons you started? Did you start it for freedom? Most of us have started our own business because we wanted some sense of freedom. We wanted to answer to our own voice. We wanted to clock in on our own time. We wanted to manage our own money, make our own money daily. Like it was a lot of ramifications. around, or a lot of justification as to why we wanted to start this business, and then we made ourselves a slave. So we didn't want to go slave for someone else. We wanted to slave for ourselves, and that is not what's happening. And the thing about it is, men understand that before we do, because naturally, I'm gonna say this, women, I don't want you to slice and dice me. I'm gonna say it. We naturally have a semi-slave mentality because of us being women. Like the way that we handle our families, the way that we handle our spouses, the way that we handle things. And it's just natural for us, right? We are very susceptible to giving in to everyone else's needs, including our business. So it happens naturally. It's not like it's something that is a bad thing. We just have to know how to tailor it. And men don't do that, right? And I'm not telling you to think like a man. I'm telling you to understand how things are set up like for men, and then we have to pivot so that our businesses are able to focus and function in that situation, okay? In that kind of ecosystem, in that business ecosystem. So I know freedom is on your list of like why you started your business, but is impact on your list, right? So let's say, for instance, you started a business and you really wanted it to be impactful for a certain target audience. Are you thinking about that impact now versus when you started? So you have to kind of check your own meter. Am I thinking about how impactful I want to be now, or am I in survival mode? I'm in slave mode. Like, how do I get back to building a business that's impactful? Because what happens is, especially with business up and downs, like when we had those economic highs and lows, a lot of times we will find ourselves in the money game. We're in a money race game. Like, we're just literally chasing money. And so we've lost a lot of ourselves. We've lost the product, like why we even got into business. We lost impact on customers. We've just lost our way. And so now we have to stop. We have to get ourselves back together, and we have to rebuild and reboot. And what's going to happen is, you're going to start to see the money come back into your business. You're going to start to see your client, your customers come back into your business, and you're going to start to feel more fulfilled so that you now can go back to getting the freedom that you deserve, and you don't feel like a slave to the business. I know this all sounds probably like, oh, she's just talking and talking and talking, but I promise you, I have literally gotten away from so many things. I used to be obsessed with the customer journey. I used to be obsessed with it. And from someone who has been in business and not made the amount of money that I would like to make in my business, I'm telling you the truth. Think about all your titles. You're CEO. You're the marketer. You are the customer service rep, girl. I had to write them down because I wanted to make sure I got them. The copywriter, the social media manager, the administrative assistant, and if you have a physical office, you are the janitor. Okay? You are what I would like to call one exhausted female boss. Okay? You're an exhausted female boss. And so we got to get out of that mindset. We got to get out of that line of work. And so what we have to do is figure out how to implement certain things so that we don't have to do that. And the number one way is to use AI as your digital assistant, but not just your digital assistant, like an assistant that's like your business bestie. Like, she thinks when you're not thinking. She's helping you strategize. She comes up with a lot of different variations and opinions about things. And then you're able to now take your perspective and your tone and your voice and your suggestions, and you're able to build something that's incredible. I can't tell you how in the last week, when I built that $7 course, because I really just wanted to build a course that was like, okay, if I was starting over in business again, what would I do? I learned AI over again. I'm 51. I am 51. AI started to look weird to me. Let's brighten you up, friends. Hold on. I say all of that to say, when you think about email, when you think about all the things that you would rather put off or put into someone else's hands so that you can get your time back to do product development, to really get into really diving into what your business is doing. Like, let's say, for instance, you want to scale. You'll never be able to scale. Number one, is a one-woman show. You'll never be able to scale if you don't have certain systems, workflows, and SOPs. Like, SOPs are really important. I think that we've gotten away from some business basics, but I want us to make sure that we have it. I feel like we've gotten into these easy business frameworks and easy business setup, and it's taken away from all the things. That's what's fucking us up. Can I say that though? Are y'all mad because I said fucking us up? So what I want you to do is this. I want you to say to yourself, that ends today. This ends today. I'm no longer going to be a slave to my business. This ends today. I want you to think about all the things that you're not going to be a slave to in your business. You can't be your marketer, your social media manager. You can't be your customer service rep. You can't be the person looking. You can't be your own financial analyst. You can't be the CEO of everything. What you can do though, what you can do as you're building your team is start with AI. And there are certain things down to the most minimal thing, which might be email. Like, y'all don't understand how I used to cry about email. Y'all, I used to cry. Every Sunday, I would sit in front of Klaviyo with this blank. Y'all, I used to cry. I used to cry so bad about Klaviyo and what I was sending out to my customers in my boutique business. Because I had an e-commerce business for years that I did not run properly for years, that I could have used AI to run for years. You have no idea how many times I've sat and done product descriptions and sat and just couldn't get it together. You have no idea how many times I did my top 3 things I hated: product descriptions, emails, email automations, and like it took me a month to do my welcome email flow. A month. It took me a month to do my welcome email flow in my business. Horrible timing. Who takes a month to do your email flow? No one. No one. That's what I'm telling you. So between emails, ads, and product descriptions, I really hated my business. So much so that I stopped. I had to stop because I was like, halt, I can't do it no more. I can't. Those are the top 3 things I hated doing in my business. That forced me to learn AI. Just so you know, if you wanted to know what forced me to learn AI, what forced me to become this voice for women in a atmosphere and in an ecosystem that is not built for us as women, it was those 3 things. Those 3 things. And now that I know how to use AI to get them done, you have no idea. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab the $7 course, and I also want you to grab the workbook, because the course tells you what to do and the workbook walks you through how to do it, and that's just like level 1. Secondly, I want you to sign up for the waitlist, because it opens up, I want to say, in like 20 days. Sign the waitlist. You need to join the membership. We got so much work to do, but if you're not convinced, it's fine. I got plenty to talk about before we even get to the course the membership opening. I'm not hounding you. But make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, and I'll see you all in my next Car Chronicles. So you see how it's just not all professional and sophisticated. I love it. I love a good ramble. If you don't know that about me, you're gonna get to know it now. I love a good ramble. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next Car Chronicles. Next Car Business Chronicles. I'll see you. I love it. Bye, y'all. Peace.